Alrighty, guys, it is Thursday, May 11th, 2023, and the Mets are taking on the Reds, 12:35 Eastern first pitch in Cincinnati. New York's the $2 favorite, totals 10.5 runs. Kodai Senga is the expected starting pitcher for the Mets. Derek Law, possible in the bump for Cincy. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to my Major League Baseball free pick video here today for Thursday, May 11th, 2023. And of course, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. I also sell my personal sports bets on patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you want to see which one of these free plays on my videos that I'm actually betting on personally, the only way to do that is to sign up for a membership on my website. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side, and total. What I do on my website is I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these videos that I'm actually betting on personally. Now, we currently have over 515 members who are signed up and active on my website right now. I'm currently 8-1 my last 9 Major League Baseball tier package bets on that site. And if you sign up for that membership here today, you're going to get access to that package for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, guys, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. Now, if you want to see a video breakdown of every single one of my personal plays here today, the best way to do that is to join my full access, all-inclusive Chairman package. Chairman get access to every single personal play of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. You also get full access to my Chairman podcast every single day, absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. But as far as this Mets-Reds game is concerned, it's actually the Reds who are a top 5 run-producing team at home in the National League. TJ Friedl, he's hitting .314 with 18 RBI. And speaking of ribbies, Jake Fraley's leading the roster in knocking runners in. They're facing a Mets club who lost 7 out of their last 10. They've had all kinds of problems in the box. Matter of fact, the Mets are in the bottom 5 in the National League in hits per game. When it comes to the injury report, Nitto, Narvaez, and LeCastro are out for the Mets. Joey Votto still on the bench for Cincinnati. When it comes to the total in this one, the Reds are 60% to the over at the Great American Ballpark. Meanwhile, New York saw 3 out of their last 5 on the road get over the total themselves. Give me Cincinnati plus 1.5, over 10.5 runs. Next ball game, Padres Twins, 1:10 p.m. East. San Diego's minus $120, totals 8 runs. Yu Darvish for San Diego, Bailey Ober for Minnesota. Now, Ober's yet to record a loss this season, and he has a sub-1 ERA. Now, this Minnesota pitching staff fans more batters a game than any other team except for one. They're facing a Padres lineup who's in the bottom 5 in the National League in strikeouts at the plate on the road. And no real surprise here, guys. These Padres hitters, they're averaging just 6.9 hits a game in their travels. Now, injury-wise, Dahl, Camposano, and Azokar, they're all still out for San Diego. When it comes to the total in this one, the Pods are 12-4 to the under as the official road team. Meanwhile, Minnesota saw 67% of their contests at the Target Center stay under the line. Give me Minnesota plus $1, under 8. Next ball game, White Sox Royals, 2:10 Eastern start time. Kansas City's minus $120, totals 9.5. Brady Singer for Kansas City, Mike Clevinger for Chicago. Clevenger's got a couple of wins on the year along with 33 strikeouts in just 35-plus innings. The Chicago pitching staff also leads the majors in strikeouts. They're facing a Royals lineup on the other side who's actually in the bottom 5 in the American League in run production. And out of 22 contests at Kauffman Stadium, the Royals got the W only 5 times. Brady Singer, he really hasn't helped matters. He's got an ERA of 8.82 along with a 1.60 whip. When it comes to the injury report, Lopez and Waters are still out for Kansas City. Hamilton, Moncada, Jimenez, Berger, and Gonzalez still inactive for Chicago. Now, total-wise, the Sox went 7-3 to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Royals saw the over cash in 6 out of their last 10 themselves. Give them the White Sox plus $1 over 9.5. Next ball game, Rays, Yankees, 7:05 Eastern first pitch. Tampa Bay's minus $1.25, totals 8.5. Drew Rasmussen for Tampa Bay, Domingo Germán for New York. Now, Germán's got just 2 wins on the season with an ERA in the 4s. This Yankee lineup's also in the bottom 5 in hits per game. They're facing Drew Rasmussen, who's punched out 40 batters in just 37 plus. He's also got an ERA in the low 3s along with a 1.19 whip. And even if Rasmussen struggles, he is backed by a Tampa lineup who scores more runs a game on the road than any other franchise in baseball. Of course, when you mention this Tampa Bay lineup, you got to mention Randy Arozarena. There's a bug in my house. You got to mention Randy Arozarena, who leads the club in batting average and runs batted in. Meanwhile, Yandy Diaz is 4th in the bigs in OPS. When it comes to the injury report, Donaldson and Stanton are still out. Aaron Hicks is questionable. Now, total-wise, the Bombers are 15-7 to the under at Yankee Stadium. Meanwhile, the Rays saw 5 out of their last 6 divisional road games stay under. Give me Tampa Bay minus $1.25, under 8.5. Next matchup, Giants, D-backs, 9:40 p.m. East. San Francisco's minus $1.30, totals 9. Alex Cobb for the Giants, Tommy Henry for Arizona. And even though Henry's had some shaky innings, he's still yet to record a loss this season. He's also backed by an Arizona lineup who leads the majors in hits. Jerry Perdomo's hitting .373 with an OPS in the thousands. Meanwhile, Christian Walker's in the top 10 in both home runs and runs batted in. Now they're facing a Giants team who's just 6-10 in their road trips. The San Francisco hitters are also fanning more times a game than any other lineup in the entire big leagues. Now, injury-wise, Crawford, Yastrzemski, and Johnson, they're all still out. Slater is currently listed as questionable. Meanwhile, for Arizona on the other side, Kyle Lewis is still out for them. When it comes to the total, the D-backs saw 7 out of their last 10 outings get over the number. They're also 12-5 to the over against the NL West. Now, I'm going to lean toward Arizona plus $1.10, over 9. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. It's going to be in that Rangers-A's game, 9:40 p.m. East. Texas is minus 240, totals 8.5. Nathan Eovaldi for Texas. Ken Waldichuk possible for Oakland. Now, Kenny's got just 1 win on the season with an ERA in the 7s. This Oakland pitching staff's also been the worst in baseball. They allow more runs and hits a game than any other pitching staff in the major leagues right now. Of course, they're facing a Ranger lineup who outscores everyone. They're leading the league in run production. Jonah Heim's hitting .318 with 28 runs batted in. And of course, Adolis Garcia, he leads the big leagues right now with 36 ribbies on the year. Now, injury-wise, Jankowski, Seager, and Garver, they're all still out for the Rangers. Meanwhile, Pena, Diaz, and Brown are out for Oakland. Laureano's also questionable. When it comes to the number, the A's are 21-8 to the over against American League opponents. Meanwhile, Texas has gone 64% to the over for the entire season. Give me the Rangers minus 1.5, over 8.5 runs. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Give me the Reds plus 1.5, over 10.5 runs. Minnesota plus $1, under 8. Chicago White Sox plus $1, over 9.5. Tampa Bay minus $1.25, under 8.5. Arizona plus $1.10, over 9. With my next and final pick for the video, give me Texas minus 1.5, over 8.5 runs. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website. If you guys do end up getting a package here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, you're going to get access to that membership for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, guys, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, guys, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.